Better stay hidden.
Σύνελθε, και διελθύνε.
Hey!
Μάρτο! Αχριτέλους παραμένω.
Δεν πω ποτέ από αυτό.
Είναι τρόπο από βράχη.
Ουφανό, δεν κρύπτει καλήνη.
Η μαρτωνόθεη.
That's a nice horse, Socrates.
It's a very nice horse. A sturdy horse. It's also a stolen horse.
Socrates, the horse thief. I can almost hear the stories they will tell. Aristophanes will love these.
Unfortunately, those stories would be entirely fabricated. Although, I would like to see if you believe the stories should still be told once you know the truth.
What story is that?
There is a man nearby who is responsible for stealing the horse. I've been contemplating the proper course of action, but I'd like to know what you think is right.
And how should I make my decision?
Your thoughts are your own, but speaking to the thief himself may help you decide. Can such a crime be justified? It's an interesting thought.
Where is the thief now?
I told him to wait by the stables southwest of here.
If you caught him stealing a horse, what's to say he won't just run away?
The hope of keeping the horse. That's where you come in. I'll let him tell you the rest.
Χρίανε στη φυγή. Αλέχου. Οι θεοί με εγκατέλειψαν.
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
Αληθώς τούτο συνέβη.
That's the thief. You won't escape. Are you the one who stole the horse? Socrates said I should talk to you.
Bad enough being caught, but to have a Misthios judge me?
Better than an Athenian guard. Anything to say?
The man I stole it from won't even miss it. He has plenty of others, while my only horse died last week. If I had the drachmi to buy a new one, I would have.
Did you steal the horse to use it or sell it?
I have a family to feed, and this horse will help me on the farm. Plus, I have no other way of traveling right now.
There is no other option.
Not that I could think of. Trust me, I feel shame for what I did.
Any reason you picked this specific horse?
It was the easiest one to take. Other than that, not really. Though, I did make sure it wasn't his best horse.
A courteous thief.
I didn't steal it for fun. I did it because I had no other choice.
I have enough information to make a decision.
I hope you can understand. Wouldn't you do the same if it was your family?
Have you decided what should be done?
If he needs the horse more than the man he stole it from, let him keep it. It will do him more good.
So, determining whether a crime deserves a consequence or reward is dependent on the reasons behind it? An intriguing thought, although I can see how dangerous such thinking might be.
The real question is whether my decision matters at all, or if this was just another test to see what I would do.
There is a good chance it is both, but an equally good chance it is neither.
Now you're not making sense on purpose.
Let me ask you one more thing. If one man kills another in order to save many, can his actions be considered just? Or should the man be punished?
If the action was for a good reason, then he is in the right.
So, in times like these, people like us get to determine the law. Many would believe a murder still deserves consequence.
The people whose lives were saved would disagree.
Then perhaps making choices that affect the most people for good is a correct path. Wouldn't you agree?
Are we done yet? I can't stay here all day.
Of course you can't. It's a luxury few can afford. Even those with the time for it often lack the mental capacity for such things.
Okay.
Io non ca compro i steaming.
I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
A power I wield indeed. I told you last time I thought I could summon you when needed. And it has happened yet again.
And for what this time?
My friend here needs to be taken to the sanctuary of Elefsis, near the border of Mecharis. He'll finish the trek across the border on his own.
If you have the power to make me come when you want, stop using it.
Oh, I'll... No, that's too easy. Anyways, the power doesn't work every time, sadly. You weren't in my bed last night, no matter how many times I thought of you.
Let's get to it. I'm just supposed to take your friend across the border.
Yes.
Nothing else?
Carefully, if you can. Avoid roads, people, be invisible. My friend must be kept safe.
I'll make sure he's safe.
I'd hoped you'd say that.
Every time you ask me to do something secretly, someone dies. What is it this time?
Not everyone was born with your beautiful muscles built for, well, everything. Some of us work better by avoiding fights. This time, that's all I ask.
There are lots of safe passages through these parts. Tell your friend to go alone.
He could, but imagine if something happened and you saved him. Imagine the things I'd do to show my gratitude.
And why do you always turn to me?
You've proven yourself worthy. Plus, I like watching you walk away.
We should be on our way.
He needs to get to the sanctuary of Elefsis. It isn't far, although it may take you longer than usual.
It won't be a problem.
I'm glad we aren't going by sea. Alcibiades told me about you. He said you're
Best
blessed
stay
by
on
the
site.
gods. Flax! Nice of you to help someone who don't know at all. We should stay on the safest route possible. better. I was starting to get sweaty under that hood.
You're a woman?
Nice of you to notice.
Alcibiades said...
Exactly what I told him to. It was safer that way. I owe Alcibiades a lot for his help, and for trusting you with my life as well.
Enough lies. Tell me what's happening.
I said I was a man, so nobody would recognize me. I needed to escape my husband unseen.
And you trusted Alcibiades?
No one escapes my husband. He'd find me. It's been tough. I'm not sure I would have lasted much longer.
So let me guess. Alcibiades owed you a favor, or now has some scheme where you owe him.
I'm not sure what you mean. He didn't ask anything of me, and I've never known him to do so. I know many people he's helped at the expense of nobody but himself.
I'm glad I could help.
Please give Alcibiades my thanks. I only wish I had more to offer him. And you, for the help. I'll never forget either of you.
Patrzą tu.
There'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
The sun and moon combined could not grant the beauty that my bride-to-be was gifted. If the gods blessed me, they did so with one eye closed. But their eyes were wide open for her.
Please stop. Your poetry is sweet enough to make someone vomit.
I won't stop until the whole world knows how I feel.
So, you're in love.
Yes, the wedding nears, and there is so much to be done.
If you need help, I'm here for you.
Accepting before knowing what I ask of you? That's a rare surprise. I do still need a few things. Food for an offering, a ring, and some flowers. If you could bring them to my bride, Iris, she'll make use of them.
I've known you for a while now, but you've never mentioned Iris.
There's plenty I haven't mentioned. I'm sure you could say the same to me.
So what is it about Iris that turns you into, well, what I saw?
You're not jealous, are you? Don't worry. She's very open. I suppose that's one of my favorite things about her. The openness.
So, flowers, a ring, and food. Where can I find Iris?
She should be at the altar of love. Aptly named, don't you think? Oh, and don't be too taken by her beauty.
These flowers should be good enough for the wedding. Hopefully this jewelry is up to Alcibiades' standards.
Hey,
Go on! Yeah! Found it. Ella. Ella.
Me tudo pieces.
I think this will be a nice enough offering.
Let me guess. Alcibiades sent you.
He did. How did you know?
He has a skill for making others do things he doesn't want to. On top of that, he prefers if those people are attractive. He's so predictable. It's what made this whole thing so easy.
It almost sounds like you're using him. What has been easy?
Making him fall in love with me, of course. Please, Alcibiades is not the man you marry for love.
Then why are you marrying him?
Alcibiades has a true chance of ruling one day. Well, he'll be the face, but I'll be the one truly leading. The Aspasia to his Pericles.
How can you treat someone like Alcibiades that way?
Oh, please. If anyone deserves it, it's Alcibiades. Surely you've noticed. The obsession with sex, the lies, the drinking.
So lying to him is what he deserves?
Of course, and it's not like he'll get nothing in return. I mean, look at me.
And what if I tell Alcibiades all of this?
Why would you? You've seen him, he's happy, and I'll make sure he stays that way. There's nothing wrong with me getting something in return, but it's your choice. Thanks for helping with the wedding.
Vamos, go! Hey! It's all done.
Wonderful. So, what did you think about Iris?
You must see something in her that I don't.
Well, that's true. Quite often, too. But still, I'm surprised to hear you say that.
You can't marry her. She told me she's using you for her own gain.
Is that so?
It is.
I knew she was special. To think I wasn't able to catch on. I can't wait to marry her. I'm glad you and I were able to work together, Alexios.
So what was all of this for? Everything you had me do couldn't have been for nothing.
Everything I do has a purpose. I'd like to tell you what that is, but it's too risky to share. Just know you've made things a lot easier for me.
Glad I could help. I think.
You will be. You'll know one day that what you did was for the greater good. Thank you.
So now they have people watch us get punished. That's a different kind of shame.
I'm not here to watch. I just saw you by chance.
What you saw was a man who paid his master for freedom, but is being kept a slave.
You can do that.
My master gave me a price for my freedom, and I saved until I had enough. Now that I've given him the drachmi, he pretends as if the deal never existed.
That isn't right. Let me talk to him for you.
Really? You do that? My name is Phaedon. I don't know who you are, but surely you were sent by the gods. They must have heard my prayers.
If you're waiting on help from the gods, I can leave.
No, please don't. Someone or something brought you here to me.
Yes, my legs did.
Gods or not, I'm grateful. My master should be near the silver mine. He's likely overseeing other slaves like myself.
Have you always been a slave?
Since my youth. I was in the wrong place and born to the wrong family. I've been sold more than once.
And you just now got enough to buy your freedom.
More like I found a master who was willing to give me that sort of deal. I should have known he'd lie. It was my only hope, and now it's gone.
Do you often get whipped like that?
More than you know.
What did you do?
I don't always know. Not working fast enough, looking at someone wrong, asking for water. Sometimes they do it just for fun. I'm not sure how much more I can take.
I'll talk to your master and make sure he listens.
He's not really the listening type.
He will be with me.
You look strong. I could always use more people to keep the slaves in line if you're looking for work.
I'm already working. I'm here about one of your slaves, Phaedon.
As if I know their names. You're wasting my time.
I shouldn't even need to be here. You're the one wasting my time.
Ha! Nobody has spoken to me like that in quite a while. Spit it out while you're still entertaining.
Phaedon paid you for his freedom. Give it to him.
Doesn't sound familiar. But I'm feeling generous. Do something for me, and I'll give this Phaedon his freedom.
What is it?
There's a woman I'd like you to kill. It'll leave her family to fend for themselves. But the cult of Cosmos needs it done.
You're a member of the cult? If that's true, then you know who I am.
You're smarter than they make you out to be, Eagle Bearer.
Tell me why I shouldn't just kill you now.
You could. Of course, if I'm killed, the slave stays that way. And I'm the only one who knows where his papers are.
Most people prefer to keep their cult status a secret.
You can't do a thing about it if you want to help whatever his name is. Also, it adds a bit more fun to the situation, don't you think?
Phaedon said you already broke your promise once. This better not be another of those times.
Look around. I have plenty of slaves. In exchange for the woman's death, I can let one go.
Why does this woman need to die?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you needed to know that. Wait, you don't.
I'll be on my way.
Kill the woman or not, it's your choice. But if you want your slave friend to go free, it's the only way. One person's freedom is another's demise.
Alexios! What chance that we should meet here?
It doesn't really feel like chance.
Ah, so you wish for today's topic to be about fate.
No, not really.
Good, because I had another in mind.
Do I have to leave Attica to be rid of you? It feels like you're everywhere I go.
It is very strange, but to answer your question, yes, leaving Attica would help.
So how much did you overhear?
Oh, all of it. You have a difficult choice to make, clearly. How much is the freedom of one person worth? Do you believe one life is worth more than another?
There's no difference between one person and another. We all take our first breath the same way.
But are the breaths you take equal to my own? Would you not say the breath of Pericles is put to better use than that of someone in prison?
It doesn't matter which two people you compare. The answer is the same.
So, a thief is equal to a priest, a politician to a child? An interesting view.
I think I've said enough.
Ah, you're right. I know you are busy and your mind is weary.
That does sound like me.
Go now. It's been an honor having these conversations with you.
You too, Socrates.
What is it?
I'm not going to kill someone so you'll free Fedon when he should have been already.
Fine. I'll find someone else to kill her, and Fedon will remain my slave. I'll be sure he receives a grand reward for wasting so much of my time.
Σφαντασία πλέον.